Hello everyone and welcome to the Manc Podcast, a true Manchester podcast brought to you by the people of Manchester for people who love Manchester. Gets cheesier every time. My name is Joe, I'm joined by Steph.
Hiya.
Tim.
Hiya.
And a very special guest is Scott Thomas.
Hey! I made it, Mum!
I made it! Scott, TV star, entrepreneur, new parent to a dog, a podcaster as well. We're going to get chatting to him all about his life, what's coming up in the future for him as well. So stick with the Manc Podcast. We've also got Snack of the Week. We're talking now, though, about the big Manc stories. So, Scott, thank you for coming, by the way.
Thank you very much for having me, man. This is special, man.
How's your day?
My day's not really been eventful, man. This is the highlight of my month.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This is a big moment,
You've got a new
guys.
dog?
Oh, no, the dog, man. Honestly, I don't know if you saw this morning, but I know you said you followed me on Instagram, but I posted a little video of my dog being really well-behaved, sitting down, everything else. And the next minute, the second video was dog just basically pissing everywhere. It's literally, honestly, I said Insta versus reality, but I love her to pieces, man.
Yeah.
It's just mad.
How old is she?
She's like 5 months. 5 months, but she's a Doberman. She's massive already. She's going to be an absolute beast, but she's a proper dog. You've got a cockapoo, right? That's not a dog, mate.
An absolute beast.
That's not a
I've
dog.
got a one from Bosnia. Who knows what that is?
Really?
He's from Boswegian. He's like a rescue dog.
Is that half Bosnian, half Glaswegian?
No.
He's from
He
Boswegian.
was getting about the streets of Bosnia. We went
Really?
over here to Edgeley, look after him.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
He was
Wild
shipped
dog.
over as a
Wild
rescue from...
Dogs to Rescue, which the Manc have done a story on today.
Yeah.
There we go. Big shout out to Dogs
That's
to
right,
Rescue.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's get into Manc stories of the week. The 3 biggest stories that we want to chat about that's been on the Manc's website. Who wants to go first? Do you want to go first?
I don't mind going first.
Yeah, go on then.
So, did we know that the biggest Tesco in the UK is in Walkden? Up the road! It's up the road.
What do you mean, the biggest Tesco?
No, I'm talking 185,000. Is it square feet? 17,000? No.
100 hectares.
185 square feet.
Who would
1,000
have
square
thought
feet.
in Walkden? I actually was brought up in around Walkden, like
yeah?
Eccles Way, like Worsley.
Yeah.
Did you
Well,
go?
they're two different places, but around that area, man. So that's mad.
You ever been to this mad big Tesco?
No, I haven't.
They've got everything.
It screams a Manc day out, doesn't it?
Opticians, pharmacy, cafe, everything.
Cafe?
But that reminds me of, I feel like the biggest total fitness in the country is in Cheadle, Hamforth as well.
Hamforth.
wow.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the biggest one in the UK.
It's all happening up
There's a
north,
bit of
isn't it?
pride there, isn't it?
There we go,
Manchester
man.
doing massive big things. Yeah.
That's a fun fact anyway,
It's
I
a
like
great
that.
fact. The canal's big as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Anything else? Beef and Tower, your favourite. That's pretty
Yeah, that's
big.
love the
it's not
beef
as big
and
anymore,
tower,
that,
don't
because the other towers are bigger, aren't they?
Oh, really?
Where's the logic behind this Walkden site? Like because, like, do you know what I mean? Like, why don't you can imagine London or something like,
Yeah.
but why Walkden?
God knows.
They always have massive supermarkets like that, like in the middle of somewhere, and there's nothing else around it, like big supermarket-wise. Like everyone goes to
Smack
that
banging
one.
Walkden, isn't it?
Surely the Trafford Centre's up there as well. That must be
We
a big
need to get
thing.
some maps.
It might be something to do with the transport, though, you know, because it's quite. If you think about North West, is kind of. I don't know. I'm getting
It
too
would be
technical.
good
here.
if we
Into
could
the
do a
logics.
podcast on one of the aisles, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Rock up, microphones. Here we are, big Tesco's.
Yeah, man.
What
we
aisle
should
would
say,
you choose?
I'm going to the big Tesco.
Why would I choose
What
it?
aisle would you choose if we had to do a podcast in Tesco?
The alcohol.
One of the world food ones.
Yeah, the alcohol aisle. Kind of.
The alcohol aisle.
Yeah, just get boozy. What
There
would
we
you
go.
pick?
Do you know what, mate? I actually stopped drinking last year. I did 12 months off the booze.
No.
I've been having an attempt this year of a couple of drinks, but it's not gone down well.
Is it not? So, all right, so you stopped completely, yeah?
So last year I did 12 months, no drink, no alcohol, because I was a massive party boy.
Yeah.
A big party boy. And I was like, you know what? I felt like I was holding myself back. So I did 12 months off, and then this year there's been a couple of occasions where I said, I'm not going to put like a ban on myself this year. I want to be able to, but every time I have, it's just feel.
That's that right.
It's not the same in lockdown either, is it? When you can't get out and about.
Bad hangover.
It's just not the same, but also people say once you've stopped drinking for that amount of time, every time you do drink again,
Yeah.
it's
and it reminds you why you
Your
why
body
you
just
stopped.
rejects it.
There we go.
We'll get on to your...
Sorry, so we're going down a trip down there.
No, because you've got the nutrition side of things,
Yes,
your business.
we'll get to that.
Because I was going to say go down the health. Is there a health nut aisle? Is that the nut aisle?
Yes,
Is there a nut aisle?
there is. The protein powder and all that.
Protein powder aisle.
Yes.
That's where we could set up.
There we
Fruit
go.
and veg?
The fruit and veg one. Tim, what's your story of the week?
My story of the week is a helicopter pilot who's caused quite the stir. He's in big trouble because he's travelled from Salford to Preston. Why do you think he's done that?
So for Preston.
Gotta be something
In
smart.
his
that?
chopper.
Helicopter.
Why is it so
He's gone to a farm shop to get a butty.
What?
He's gone to a farm shop in Preston to
hasn't.
get a... I mean, the sandwich sounds pretty good, I've got to admit. Like, if I had a helicopter... I'm not saying what I'd do.
Took off in Salford.
He's taken off in Salford. He's flown to Preston. He's landed at the
sorry.
farm shop.
What's this
That was the
sandwich
helicopter
saying?
blade.
This sounds like Wolf of Wall Street.
He's landed in the farm shop in the field. They've come out with his roast beef and gravy caramelised onion sandwich.
Sunday roast
He's gone,
and bun.
thank you, through the window. You might still be able to find a video of it.
And then he's taken back off.
And then he's gone back, and it's been put online on, I won't say on whose social media, but it's been put on
Who's just got a helicopter casually in Salford? Do
someone who just really loves sandwiches but doesn't.
you reckon do you have to be loaded to have a helicopter?
You must be.
Yeah.
Helicopter
Yeah.
must cost a good bit.
I think they do,
Also
but
the
it'll
It costs
licence as
hundreds
well.
of pounds to
Don't
fly.
I feel like they're not as outreach as you think they are. Like,
Do you know like on car insurance where you get a black box to make sure you're driving safely? Do you think insurance companies do the same for helicopters?
Don't go faster than
Oh, I don't
200
know.
miles an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's in a lot of trouble because he's gone to get this sandwich. There's a full investigation been launched by Ribble Valley Council.
Investigation.
Who knows who they've got in for that? CSI friggin' Preston.
Yeah. Scott, if you won the lottery, then would you want to get a helicopter?
no, I wouldn't. You know, them helicopters, man. There's been too many accidents recently, man. Do you know what I mean? Like high-profile ones,
Yeah,
and they're the one thing that really do scare me, man, because they just seem so temperamental.
That's why I'd never go up in a hot air balloon.
The hot air balloons and
One gust of
helicopters.
wind.
Exactly.
It's a basket
There we go.
with a balloon, a
Picnic
parachute,
basket.
with fire inside.
Have you ever been in? Have you been in?
I think
No, I never will. I'd never
I'd be
would.
too
I've
scared
never
to,
been in
yeah.
one. No, I'm scared. I'm pretty scared of heights.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
same.
I don't mind planes, but it's what.
Would you do a skydive,
No,
strapped to someone
honestly,
else?
my brothers, we went to Vegas once and we woke up the next day and my big brother, even though we were all still drunk and that, he said to me, right, I booked us all a skydive.
No.
And even then I was just like, mate, there's no chance.
Yeah,
I can't, like, if I died, I didn't want to get to heaven and go, how did you die? Oh, I jumped out of a plane, mate. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
Right back down for you.
there we go.
I probably would do that. My
Honestly,
cousin's
though-
into skydiving, but I think I'd do that. I wouldn't do bungee jumping. That's just
I
mental.
don't think I'd do
Oh,
it.
imagine if it
It's
snapped.
Stretched out at the bottom.
I could just do the big one in Blackpool. 'Cause
That's
a bit
scary
hefty.
enough.
Well, have you done the
One in
big one in
Blackpool?
Blackpool?
Oh, the big one. The big, of course, yeah.
That's tricky.
But that was like, I remember being like 14 years old and like going like, I mean, that was a big thing to go on that like, but even that, it's been there for years.
Yeah.
Like one little bolt or something's not right. I don't understand it, mate, how they maintain them. Do you know what I mean? One
Yeah, I
little
don't get
bolt and those old, do you know what I mean? It's like, wow.
I feel like I was probably more fearless, like, yeah, when I was like 16. And now I'd be like,
No, thank you.
I'm going to put my back out or something. You know?
Yeah, now you're like, that's what I mean, you've got to be more analytical now, it's weird.
Put your back out.
I don't know, yeah, it throws you around.
Right, I've got my story of the week, and it's all about true crime. Do you know any true crime fans? Do you
What's
like
true crabs then?
true crime?
I thought you said that as
I
well.
was like, what?
I've been having awful luck. 2 weeks ago, I might have called it the
Welcome to the
website.
True Crab Podcast.
Imagine what the word Manc might sound like with a W in front of it. I said, welcome to the website.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Ank.com.
Wow, okay.
Oh, it didn't go down too well, that.
Wrong website.
But this is all about true crime, not crabs. And Channel 4 are looking for couples to go to this, what they call the Murder Island, take part in a new TV show where you solve crime.
That sounds
So why I
really
wanted
good.
to bring this to the table is I want to know who the detectives are amongst us. Are you a detective, Tim?
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, I reckon you'd be good, I don't know why.
Oh, I'm a
got the cap,
super
haven't you?
sleuth.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know, you know.
I haven't got the patience.
Are you into the true crime like Netflix series?
You know what? Like, what did I watch? Is it Liar? Do you remember Liar?
Liar.
Do you remember Liar? That was massive at one point. I think it was a couple of years ago or something.
no.
Who was
not
in
sure.
that? Yeah, I think
I can't remember his name. But anyway, it was good. But the thing is, the thing is now, I don't like, because I started living on my own now. And I don't like, and I like to watch things when I'm with people.
Yeah.
But if I'm on my own, it puts too many ideas in my head.
Yes.
Keep
know
the
what I mean?
lights on.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
But what did I
Keep
watch
the
the other day?
lights
What's the one on Netflix that's out now at the minute? The Hotel.
Oh, Cecil Hotel.
I started watching that and I went, whoa, turning this off. I thought, I've got to be here on my own time. But
I watched all that.
That is spooky, that one. That is,
yeah. I
'cause-
do like the idea of it because I do like the thought
No
process.
spoilers, no spoilers.
Oh, no spoilers.
Why?
See, I think I'd be a good detective because I guessed the ending for that
Did you?
first episode. I knew it. I just knew it. I just got this
What was the
sense.
ending? Oh, we can do spoilers now.
Can't do spoilers.
You two could partner up. Is that what you're saying?
Could do.
Like
Wait a second.
Duo.
Crime fight.
Wait, this is so weird.
Your sixth sense.
Wait, I've just had a brainwave here, right?
Here we go.
Because I'm linking these stories together, right? So
Yeah.
you talked about the hot air balloon before. Ain't there this new series that's coming out about the guy? Do you not see it on ITV? Where they go up in, is that when they go up in a hot air balloon and basically one of them, 5 people go up in a hot air balloon and only 4 come down. I've been seeing it on advertised loads. It's a
No,
crime.
that's...
Well, one fell out.
Well, it's a crime
It's
mystery.
solved. No, that's
I'm
not
telling
the
you now.
mystery.
After this podcast,
else
go and Google that.
Watch
because
that trailer.
That's a
One
new.
fell
If
out.
you can find the
That's a
name
new.
of that,
That's
what
a
it might
new
be.
series. That is a new series. I've seen it
What's it
advertised.
called?
Is it weird how
I don't know
it's
what it's
like-
People
called.
go up in a
McDonald's
hyperbole
something
month.
or something at McDonald's.
Ronald
Right,
McDonald.
get onto that, because you just kind of solved a case already. What you're saying, the ending's going to be he just fell out?
Yeah, he fell out and no
Come
one
on,
saw.
where's he gone?
Great
I
question.
feel like you do look like you could be like a detective.
Yeah. Just put one of them jackets on, Inspector.
What would you wear? Would you wear a top? Did you wear a top hat, like a proper? Would you?
Wear a leather duster.
And I reckon you look like an informant. You're like a grassy.
Oh, that's right.
You look like a proper grassy.
Here you go.
I'm going to undo the top button, get a bit lively in here.
Oh my God.
How do I look less like a grass? Oh, I've got all red.
It looks like he likes to keep everyone happy.
And then you slip him $10.
I've been called out already.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm sorry.
We're gonna get on to
really
it.
enjoyed that.
I get to interview you now, Scott, as a grass.
Now you're going to intimidate me.
I'm going to keep all the secrets.
Oh, my God.
So, people might know you for many different things. If it's your Instagram, it's your TV work,
Yeah.
podcasting at the minute as well.
Yeah.
There's so much you're doing, but throughout lockdown, what have you been spending your time getting up to?
Wow, so lockdown came at an amazing time for me, as bad as it sounds, because literally last year, I decided to go teetotal and basically just go tunnel vision working on myself. Because I've been like a big party boy all my life. I used to throw parties, events and everything else, and I was always known as a Scotty Special. And basically, as I leveled up and grew into business and everything else, like I couldn't continue to be that same person, but I found it hard sort of breaking away from those habits.
Yeah.
So anyway, I decided to do that, and then obviously lockdown came, and I was like, great, I wasn't going to go out anyway, I wasn't going to do anything, so I just basically used that time to just focus on myself, and just worked on myself in every area, training, reading, focusing on obviously my business got hit really hard as social PR because all the hospitality industry just got wiped out, so that's a lot of our clients.
So the social PR, is that something that was born in Manchester that you bought?
Yeah.
And that kind of, so it mainly is hospitality stuff you look after, isn't it?
Nah, not really. I know there's loads that we do social PR. So basically, I'll tell you how social PR started. So obviously, I used to do parties, nightclub events and everything else. And at those parties and at those events, and also through my brothers, because obviously they were both in soaps, I met a lot of like high-profile celebrities, influencers, footballers, used to all come down to my parties.
Detectives.
There we go, detectives.
Grasses.
Detectives.
There we go. And off the back of that, we actually launched this product. Remember the selfie stick days? I don't know if you remember these. Do you remember the selfie stick days, right?
Yeah.
So one of my pals brought one over from China, and this was before Instagram was a thing, and influencers used to get paid. So it was just starting off. So we had this product, and we basically made it the #1 selfie stick in the UK. Got into Topshop, Harrods, Selfridges, everywhere. And all we did was, I basically rang up all the influencers and my celeb mates from my party days at Avisa and said, listen, do you mind posting this? And they were like, yeah, of course, I want a selfie stick. So back then, everyone would post for free for a selfie stick. Yeah. And obviously then we created this #1 brand, and everyone started coming to us going, how did you do that? Can you help us do that with my business? Can you help me get this person down to that place? And this. So then we just started the social PR. And started doing it for different brands and venues, and then I went and did Love Island, which obviously helped the business massively because my profile rose, and then it just kept going and going, and now we've got some amazing clients from like Pretty Little Thing, Edwardian Hotels, Foot Asylum, like it's just gone to another level now, so I'm just grateful, man, because it all started with my network, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So when you said we're getting into lockdown, so that happened, stuff started shut down, so everyone working from home. Are you still managed to do some work there?
Yeah, so basically we got hit hard, and it was scary, man. I was actually in Dubai at the time when it was all getting announced, and I was flying home and I was getting clients ringing me, sorry, we're gonna have to pause your retainer, I was like,
yeah.
But luckily, because I was so focused on myself and I was in the best possible headspace, I was strong enough to deal with it. And me and my business partner at the time just basically looked at each other and said, listen, we're going to have to adapt, and we have to look for businesses that are thriving. And there were businesses that were thriving during lockdown, online businesses, beauty brands, this and that. So basically we just sort of adapted and kept ourselves alive. I think for a lot of businesses, it's survival mode.
Yeah.
During lockdown, you're not trying to grow, you're just trying to survive. And that's exactly what we did. We found the right businesses and we kept ourselves alive, and then we've come into 2021 now, and we're just flying. And I think it's because of the work and the resilience that you put in during lockdown. I think, for me, a lot of the businesses and brands that will survive after lockdown will be the strongest. Only the strongest will survive. Does that make sense? So yeah, I'm grateful, man.
Amazing.
And then started another business as well.
Yeah. Now
This comes off the back of you sort of changing things, does it?
Yeah.
Like, because the start of 2020, the whole teetotal, looking after yourself, and then this business Food for Thoughts comes about.
Honestly, this is a true credit to something that I always talk about. If you focus on yourself, good opportunities come your way. And just from looking inwards, working on myself and training and everything else, and then sort of documenting my journey a little bit, because I started talking about being sober as well, because I thought, I knew that if I could go sober, it would help a lot of people. And by the way, when I talk about going sober, I don't want to talk like I was in rehab or anything like that, because I don't want to talk like, because I drank once a month or whatever else, but every time I did, I felt crappy. And I thought, if I can do this, then it will help a lot of people, because I think in the UK, there's this sort of culture where we're all brought up on, let's go out, let's get steaming. Anything, if we do something good at work, let's go get steaming. If we, like someone's birthday, let's get, and it was like, I was thinking, there's got to be a different way. So I started documenting my journey and everything else, and then obviously, I feel like through getting in great shape physically, it sort of emulated my achievement from an internal way as well, in terms of what I achieved mentally. So anyway, long story short, I did this big body transformation. It took me a little bit longer than I wanted to. But what really fast-tracked it was my mate basically came in. He saw me posting rabbit food on my Instagram. You know, you think you want to get in shape. I'm eating brown rice, I'm eating dry chicken, all this. And he popped up and he said, what are you doing? I said, mate, I'm trying to get shredded. And I'm training 4 to 5, 6 times a week. And I wasn't achieving my goals. I was like, what's going on? He said, mate, I tell you exactly what's going on. You don't need to eat that food. He said, you don't need to eat that clean to get shredded. So anyway, long story short, he came round and he taught me about calorie counting, and it's the first time I've ever done it. And he basically said, you can eat all the food you love as long as it's in the right calories for you. So I was like, what do you mean? He said, you can have chips if you want it, you can have chocolate if you want it, you can have anything you want it, as long as it's in the right calories for you. So he basically taught me how to eat smarter based on calories, and he did a plan based around all the foods that I love. And literally, I was eating more foods than I've ever eaten. Like literally, I couldn't even eat the food because it was that much, but it was all done in the right calories for me. Next thing, he started pecking my head. He started ringing me up going, have you had your water? Have you had your chocolate? Like, you had your... I was like, what are you doing? And then I realised it was that accountability that kept me going. And he was there to celebrate with me. He was there to pick me up if I fell back off. And I went, wait a second, everyone deserves one of these. I feel like you're my Nutri-Coach. So when people got like, you've got a PT for your training, I was like, you just become a Nutri-Coach. I think this is specialist. So I started sending him, when I did my body transformation, a lot of people were asking me how I did it. I said, listen, go and speak to Eden. So I sent him a few clients, and he was smashing it for them as well. I went, right, you know what? Let's just launch this and see what happens. We had a target of 250 clients in 6 months, right? We did it in 6 weeks. And it just went like that. And literally now, we've got hundreds of clients. We've got 10 full-time members of staff. We've got new offices. And it's like, for me, it's my calling in life now. Like, basically, it starts with nutrition, but it's about inspiring other people. And that's what Food Thoughts represents. It's about like a different lifestyle change. So it's like weird, like now I'm gone from promoting nightclubs and partying to now promoting this. But listen, I have no objections to anyone partying or anything like that. I want to be able to do that. I've never said I'm never going to drink again or anything like that. I want to be able to find that balance. And that's the key thing that we talk about. Like no fad diets, nothing like that. It's all about balance. If you want to have a Mackie D's, we'll put it on your plan. If you want to have this, you can. Do you know what I mean? The answer is always yes.
Yeah. So with that happening, the gyms weren't necessarily open. They've been shut and open quite a bit. So does stuff get even better when the gyms are open, when you can get out and about, or how does it change for you that when the gyms?
That's a good question. For me, it's like I feel like if you want it bad enough, you'll always find a way to train and stuff. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? You've always got a mate who doesn't use his dumbbells somewhere, sat around or whatever else. Listen, I know I'm lucky. My brother Adam's got a gym in his garage, but before that, before he had that, I was training in the car park like every single day. And I think you can find a way, and I kind of liked it, especially, do you remember the first lockdown, how hot it was, the weather, everyone's getting about, it was amazing. Don't get me wrong, the second lockdown took its toll a little bit, it's miserable. Like, do you know what I mean? I was flying in the first lockdown. I didn't want to see anyone, I loved it. But you find a way, man, you find a way. And I think when we get back to gyms, do you know what, like, I am a little bit cautious and apprehensive about going back to that normal life, because I do like this little routine now, and I do like spending time on my own. That's my biggest skill that I've acquired, I think. Is like, I used to always hate being on my own. So I used to finish work, drive to my brother's, drive to me, and I was like, do you know what, I need to practice spending time on my own, because that's when you find out who you are, and you know what I mean, you become stronger. So I'm kind of used to that now, but it's going to be exciting, man, going back to the gyms and stuff. But at the same time, I think if you want it bad enough, you can find a way during lockdown.
Definitely. So Food for Thoughts, go check that out. Just Google it.
Yeah, 100%. www.foodforthoughts.com, or check out our Instagram. Anything. Basically, if you follow me, it's nothing. I don't shut up about it. As you can tell, guys, I'm very, very passionate about it. But it's just weird, man. It's just like we're just doing an amazing job for people, changing people's lives, and it changed my life. It's just such simple knowledge, right? Yeah. It's like, honestly, guys, I can't tell you, like, when you understand food, like, my whole relationship's changed to food. My twin brother Adam, he's got a burger and pizza on his plate, and he comes around and he goes, there's no chance, mate. If this is right, you've changed my whole relationship to food. I went, mate, trust me, that's what we're doing. And it's like, and everyone gets a coach as well. It's just, the formula really works. So.
There's so much information out there, isn't it? And like you say, there's like keto diet.
It's all the same.
And that.
Yeah.
And it's like, but having a kind of, I guess, a specialised program for you and having someone to talk to as well.
Thank you.
Helpful,
You go and get a plan and you're left on your own way, is it? But also keto diet, all these fad diets, they're all the same thing. Calorie deficit. Do you know what I mean? Or for me, it's calorie surplus. It's like, but they're all bundled up in a different way. We talk about keeping your protein high. As long as your protein's high and the calories are right for you, you can eat what you want. Like, and that's the beauty of it. And now people are like, what? I can have this ice cream. I can have this.
Yeah.
Honestly, and then it's that support of the coach. Say, for example, if you do have a bad day, sometimes you go into spiral and you fall off and you go crazy. But because you've got your coach there, they'll go, listen, don't worry, we'll just tweak your plan tomorrow and we'll sort it out. So it just really works.
There's no secret diet, is there? It is just
no
science behind it.
Thank you. It's just science. We just bundle up, the science was bundled up really easy to digest. That's all we're doing.
Definitely.
Keeping on track with food, I think it's time for Tim's feature.
Snack of the week.
Snack of the week.
It's time for snack of the week.
Bob. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Joe,
No
you've
jingle.
got to stop doing that, Joe.
I felt like you were going to bring out like some stunning jail then, like snack of the week.
Snack.
Just redress up. Snack of the week.
Grass of the week.
Grass of the
the
week.
week.
This is the segment of the podcast where we each bring a snack. It's a snack competition, if you will. We've each got a snack.
Okay.
You're going to judge who's got the best snack. Obviously, you can't eat them, or at least not right now.
Okay.
But we're going to show you our snack. We're going to big them up. You're going to pick who is the victor,
Okay.
based on whatever you want.
Well, I get to taste these at some point though, yeah?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Unless
Who
you've
do you want
already
to
had
go
it.
first?
Go on, Tim, you go first.
Okay, I will. Right, now I've put a lot of thought into this. Got food for thought.
Oh.
You've been on a fitness journey.
Here we go.
You're healthy.
Bloody hell, he's just
Here
a
we
little
go.
rat.
I've got
There's a lot of
an
reasons.
Eat Natural, protein-packed, salted caramel and peanut bar.
That's quite strong. That's
That's quite
quite
strong, that. It's
Thank
nice,
you.
nice.
I've put a lot of thought into this. I did also have a peanut butter Kit Kat in my bag over there, but
Bit dry that though, isn't it, really? Loads of
this one,
Yeah,
oh no, it's pretty moist, Joe.
Oh, right. Pretty much.
Pretty moist, Joe.
Pretty
It's
much,
actually
Joe.
all right, Joe.
Steph,
that's
do you wanna
mine.
go next?
That's a really good select because you get some like sort of bad sort of concoctions with those bars, but that's a nice one. Salty caramel, like I have
like
a
that?
yeah, it's beautiful with a peanut
done
as
well,
well.
haven't I?
Yeah, it's really good.
Chewy.
Well,
I've done well on that, getting it out, flaunting it.
Teacher's pet.
I've done well on that, Scott.
does research on
I've got
every
you an
guest.
Eat Natural bar. Right.
They're beautiful.
So that's
them.
mine.
Love that. That's a good shout. Really good shout.
So I've gone more down the cheat day route.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're not
Like
ready. You're not
it.
ready for
Always gets a
this.
little bag
Good.
out.
I always have to use Steph's.
Oh, is it here? Oh no.
Is it here?
Oh no. Oh, it's here.
Oh.
Right.
Amongst
The
their
audio
other
listeners
snacks.
there, she was teasing us.
Are you ready? It's in a bag.
Oh.
A Greg's Yum Yum.
What's a yum yum now?
Twisted donut in icing.
Wow.
That'd be good.
That's that. Oh, maybe a yum yum's too much. It might be too much.
Come
Oh, it
on.
looks good, that though. Flop
Come
it
on.
about a bit. Wow.
The thing is though, that's nice, but it's just one of them where you just eat it and all, straight after you just feel
You're dying.
See, I feel
this,
great
like, do you know
after
what I
eating
mean?
one of these.
Yeah. You feel good while you're eating it though.
like I like sweet stuff that it's like sort of that would fill you up as well. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's a breaded
What do you have on a cheat day?
On a cheat day, there's no cheat days at Fit
All right,
Plus.
is there not? Right, sorry.
Nah, there's no cheat days. Every day is a cheat day if you want it to. Do you know what I mean? Like basically, we just have stuff on like. Do you know what I mean? You can have ice cream, chocolate bars. I have a chocolate grenade bar every single day on my plan, like a salted caramel one. Literally, I just had one before.
They had those in the shop.
Yeah, but yeah, no, literally. What's my favourite food? Oh, I love like Lebanese food.
Oh, yeah.
Lebanese mixed grill. You know Yara and Cheetos.
Yeah,
You're
Yara's
Cheeto boy.
good.
Yara.
Jazz is all right.
Jazz is nice,
You need
yeah.
to get to Jasmine in Chorlton.
Oh, really?
The mixed kebab
The
there.
Jasmine.
Yeah, I love it
Kebab.
because you're still getting your protein, loads of meat and that, but it's just beautiful.
I got that
love-
last weekend.
Love like what's it called? Fattoush salad,
Yeah.
hummus,
Nice.
waffles,
Ganoush.
yeah, everything. man. I
Baba
love it.
Ganoush, great name as well, isn't it? Best name thing for anything.
Love
Ganoush.
Scott, what's your favourite nuts?
Favourite of all? Why do I feel like this is a weird question?
It's not.
Favourite nuts?
What's your favourite nuts?
My favourite nuts?
it.
Oh, I'll tell you what I love, and this is a very random shout here, but do you know from Pret you get them chocolate almonds?
Yeah.
Chocolate, you get chocolate almonds.
Did you say cashew? Great. My snack of the week is a bag of cashew nuts. Get healthy.
A bag of
Loads
cashew
of natural
nuts.
fats in there.
Let me give you a fun fact, right, on cashew nuts, though,
Here we
right?
go.
Here we go.
So this is what I mean.
Gonna be
People
bad
have,
for you, aren't they?
people will have cashew nuts, right, on the plan or whatever. Oh, they'll eat cashews thinking they're being really healthy.
Yeah.
If you have too many of them, like a big handful of them, you might as well have a Mars bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
know,
it's
I'd
all
rather
about,
Up here.
it's all about portion control. Like, it sounds daft, like,
Yeah, but you don't have to eat them all.
No, you don't.
Like,
Yeah,
a
just
little
a
handful.
four.
Yeah, portion control. If anything, my
they
snack lasts
salted?
longer now. My
Are
snack
they
lasts a week.
salted?
No, they're unsalted.
Unsalted.
Rubbish.
If they're not honey
rubbish.
roasted.
Rubbish.
they are healthy, them.
roasted, yeah.
Have you done them for me? Because I feel like they are.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've just been thinking for
What?
weeks.
Wait a second. So what? But then I feel like you're more on the food thoughts vibe, ironically.
No,
because
don't-
basically,
Remember
we
what
don't,
you
I
said
thought that
about
too.
mine, Scott?
Whose is the best, Scott? Don't let peer pressure get to you.
Listen, I'm
the
thinking
cashews are
treat
great.
yourself. They're thinking.
Oh, too full on that.
You're
Ooh,
out of
yum,
this
yum.
competition.
Bleh, bleh.
Nah. Do you know what? I'm gonna have to go with a salted caramel.
Oh, yes!
well
That's
done,
in. Another
Well
win
done,
for
Tim.
Timbo.
Well in, man.
Another
Well in.
win.
Well
for
done.
Tim.
Whatever. Hey, I thought that was me yum then. Slapped you.
No, we'll get into that. Right, so Tim wins another stack of the week. Well done, Tim. So with lockdown easing, stuff like getting better, 2021 looks a bit brighter. Have you got stuff in the, as well as food for thoughts? Because we know you do some TV stuff, you podcast stuff.
Yeah.
Is 2021 looking bright?
2021 is looking bright. Like, for me, it's just trying to balance the time. And like, me and my brothers are in talks about doing another show together.
Because if we get on that, Manc in Mumbai,
Yeah.
which was massive. It was on 2020, wasn't it? It's
Yeah,
last year.
2020. But
I think it might be still on ITV Hub because I might have seen it the other day. When
Yeah,
I
I think it's still on the hub. But that was kind of launched.
Still on the Hub. Which one? mate?
Yeah, ITV Hub. Yeah, that was launched. That was launched in lockdown as well, which was a bit tricky for us at the time because it kind of messed everything. I don't know. It kind of messed everything up in terms of like we couldn't do any of the, like what's it called?
Press.
The press, the shows, everything we did was via like Zooms and stuff like that. But it's time, which kind of took away a bit of the specialness for us. But it went down really well. I think it came at a good time for the UK audience, well, everyone, because it just was really light-hearted, fun, family-led, and people needed a little bit of that. Do you know what I mean? To break them away from the kind of dreariness of COVID and everything else. So yeah, it was received really well. I think on Twitter is like the worst place to go and get feedback because it just doesn't matter. Like, you're just gonna get hammered. But honestly, like for the first time ever, even like ITV and everyone was saying, like the feedback was just amazing, man. So it was just received really well.
That's class. So your brothers, one lives local, but he's one down in Ryan down south way?
Yeah, so Ryan's down south with Lucy and baby Roman. Roman was born in lockdown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Romy was just one the other day, so they're down south. But I think Ryan just bought a house up here as well, so they're gonna be like sort of in between.
Nice.
Adam lives just around the corner. He's a Cheeto boy.
Yeah.
So I'm actually in their family bubble, so I get to see them because I live on my own. So yeah, man, we're all mega close and everything's good.
What idea? Do you I guess you're in the WhatsApp group. Do you just float around ideas or have a bit of a laugh at what you might do next? Because there's obviously the podcast as well, which is just you guys chatting and just having a bit of a laugh about.
Everything. Do you know what? The podcast, it kind of just came out of, it was an idea actually from our management and we didn't really put too much thought process into it at the time, if I'm honest. But we did it and we were like, wow, this is mad. Like, you never sit down with your brothers for an hour and just talk, and then it was like therapy. Like, because me and my brothers, we know each other so well, like, so we don't have to, I know what my twin's thinking, I know what Ryan's thinking, we don't have to say it, sometimes we skirt around it. But on these podcasts, you actually sit and people say, you talk, and it's like, it ended up being like therapy. We opened up about things that we never really talked about before, and Ryan, for example, hates the sound of his own voice. He was like, I don't want this podcast on. And he was like, I don't even want it to go out. And at first he was like, because he doesn't like sounding his own voice. And anyway, it's gone out and it's been received so well. And people messaging me all the time going, oh, and it's like, I don't know, it's really refreshing to see how it's changing people's lives. Like I talked about gambling when I was 21. I had a bit of a gambling problem when I was 21. And it's so many years ago in the past. Yeah. I never talked about it. But then so many people messaged me, oh, you've really helped me out. And I didn't know you went through this and that. And it's just like all these different things. So yeah, I love podcasts, yeah.
So do you find that, is there still like a link on your Instagram? Or
there's a link on my Instagram, yeah. It's in my bio. You can find it on Global.
Yeah.
It's sponsored by Global. Brought together by Global. Mancs and a mic, yeah.
Thanks on the mic.
Very
Check that
poignant,
out.
very
Lovely.
poignant.
After you listen to this, obviously.
Ah!
Steph, are we going to do a little deep dive?
We are, right.
Oh, God.
This
Here
is
we go.
good. You like this?
So this is a fairly new segment that we've got that we tried with Tom Malone Jr. in the last episode.
Okay.
So we basically do a little bit of an Instagram deep dive,
Right.
take a handful of posts,
Right.
and we talk about them basically.
It's all good stuff. Well, look at me, like I'm the grass.
Years
You think
ago.
I'm the grass that
How
puts
far have you
together?
gone? You've gone.
I don't know.
Well,
I think just over 12 months.
so the picture,
I'm joking.
so the picture should come up from here. We've got the picture on the screen.
Right.
Yep.
We're all
Yeah?
got to describe.
Wow.
Here we
All got to
go.
describe them as well.
Oh
So
my
Scott, you can
days.
describe this if you won't mind.
You have gone back. Do
We don't mess
Wow.
about.
you know what? This is one of my life failures. You know.
Oh, gosh.
So.
Well done. Well done, everyone.
Well, nothing's.
It wasn't me.
No, do you know what? But I can't believe I posted a picture with that horrible lamppost behind. Like, but what? Haven't times changed?
What's wrong with
Like,
that?
What's wrong with
times have
I didn't
changed.
even think about the lamppost.
It's just like now you wouldn't dare post that as a backdrop, would you? Do you know what I mean? Like, everything's so polished. But do you know what? I had a really successful Thursday night called Avisa at Sakura on Deansgate Lots.
Yeah.
It was there for about 5-6 years. It was massive. We had Justin Bieber down, LeBron James. Like, it was a massive night.
Wow.
And then a couple of doors down, they opened a venue called Low. And we said, right, let's launch a Monday night, a student night. And I went into the student territory, whereas mine was a little bit more glam and everything else. And then I launched it, and then my pals who did Tuesdays, remember Tuesdays? Oh no, you won't even remember, you're younger than me, it's mad. But anyway, they launched on Monday night the same night, and we basically just went after the same crowd, and it didn't last for very long. It was all like surfboard vibes, and like beach hut vibes, but it was good fun, man. But yeah, it's mad. But
Do you miss that? Because the lifestyle has completely changed. Do you miss, I mean, not standing near a lamppost with a sign, but do you miss
Dirty
like
lamppost.
putting on nights like that? Will you ever do that in the future?
I feel like I do in a different way now for clients, like when we do events for clients.
Yeah.
Like we organised, for example, Raheem Sterling's birthday before lockdown, and we did a big party for Jesse Lingard for his brand and stuff like that. So we still organise events, but I'm just not as much. Basically, this is what I mean. I had a business partner, Scott from Couture Club. I don't know Couture Club, but he was like the guy who ran the till and did all like the financial side, whereas I was just the host. And I was the best host because I was just in the mix and everything else. But you get wrapped up in a lifestyle where it became, it wasn't really a business. You just basically, do you know what I mean? When you're a front man like that, that's when you get into bad habits because you just end up having to drink to be this life and soul of the party and everything else. So that's when it was an amazing time in my life, and it's led me to where I am because my network now is my biggest asset.
Yeah.
Like honestly, even now to this day, I'm utilising contacts and people I met in the club, and I'm still walking into meetings sometimes, and you know what I mean? Because like I'm walking to meetings and go, oh, I remember you from the Avisa days, and I'm like,
Oh, no.
I'm just like,
Hey, Jaeger boy.
I'm just like, I'm sorry in advance, like, but nah, it's good, man.
It's got LeBron James. What was LeBron James?
LeBron James,
Yeah,
Kobe Bryant, the full team. So, do you remember what's it called? The MEN when they come over?
Oh, yeah.
And they do, what's it called? Is it the Dream Team or something?
Oh, what's it called now? The Globetrotters?
Yes.
Team USA.
So they all came on. I had a phone call, right? And he said, we're going to send over the full team. I went, shut up, no chance. Anyway, I'm not nowhere of lie. I turn up to the door, the full team was there, LeBron James and everything.
No
and then
way.
they were all in a VIP, and I walked up to LeBron, because I was so cocky. I walked up to LeBron James and I got him a load of shots, like Zambuca shots, and I walked over, and no word of a lie, this is what he said to me. I was like, how's your shots? Do you want some shots? He went, shots? We're £1 million ballers. Get me a bottle. I swear.
No.
Honestly. He said, look to me, he went, shots?
Did you read
Yeah,
that shot?
shots like that. He went, shots with £1 million ballers. Give me. Honestly, he's like,
£1
oh,
million ballers.
yeah, something like that. Honestly,
Oh
man.
my
I
God.
buzzed off it. I was like, you know what? Fair play.
That's
Just
Good
have a
social
Sambuca
clip
with
there.
me.
That's
Yeah.
class.
LeBron
then-
James hates Sambuca.
But then also Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber rocked up one night.
Was that for like an MEM gig, was it?
I mean, that was the beauty of our night. It was on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So we were the biggest Thursday night, but that's the best night for concerts. And they all want to go out on the Thursday, first night in the city. So they just come over to us. But yeah, Justin Bieber rocked up, man. That was crazy. I was just literally, because those moments, I remember being in there, and he walked past it behind me. I said to this girl, I went, is that Justin Bieber? And she went, yeah. And I went, wow. And I didn't even go near. I went, wow. I said, my life's just changed. Because that amount of hype on your night at the time, everyone the next day went mad. Like, it was like I got married. People, congratulations, Justin Bieber. Like,
Congratulations.
you know what I mean?
What was Justin Bieber drinking?
I think he was smoking, you know. I actually think he smoked up in the corner. No, I won't get him in trouble.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Manc Podcast.
What was pick number 2?
Pick number 2, please, lads.
Wow.
So, picture of
where's
you
this?
and your brothers.
This is Altrincham Market.
Is it?
Is
So
it?
explain what happened. So there's three
What?
brothers. Oh, only two brothers, sorry.
Well, this is just Altrincham Market. This is such a it's like
it?
it's like a little grotto. I'm sure it is. Yeah, it looks like we're not in Altrincham Market, but basically, this is so funny. It's so random. What is going on here?
I don't know.
So it's just such a random picture.
Why did it? It's funny though, isn't it?
So basically, you go to Altrincham Market. And there's like a little grotto thing set up in there.
Yeah.
And we just went and had a picture and posted it.
Well, there you go.
There you go then.
Oh,
He's come back.
Wow.
Yeah, you look different in that one. Is it because were you rocking the beard at the time? Or
Do you know what? I think I look good. Do you know what it is right now? I'll be honest with you, I notice the difference in myself because I'm bulking right now. So I'm eating a lot of calories. Like I'm putting like 6 kg since January. And my face does change, like, and I think, and also I'm just bigger than I was. Like, I'm not a big guy or anything. Don't worry, guys. I'm not hyping myself. But do you know what I mean? Like, I just think I was very. I feel like that's after Love Island. That.
Or was it?
I think it's after Love Island, and I was like, yeah, I was a lot slimmer then. I think I've got a good tan as well.
Right.
Good son.
God knows what's coming next, by the way.
Oh, what's
Another
next?
one. I don't know.
Apparently, next one's a video.
Oh,
love this!
Family tradition.
Wow, so this is mad. Oh, look at Teddy, my little nephew. So basically, this is a little series that me and Adam have started to do because I came round, right, and I just love him so much. He's a twin bro, but he's just funny, man. I come round, he's got this piano, and he can't even play the piano. And he just sits there, he's jamming to these tracks and like pretending to sing. And I went to him, and because you got to remember, me and Adam were twins, so we did everything together as kids. And I went, so listen, I said, me and him used to sing a song by A1. And you don't even know where A1 is. Yeah, it's called Treat It was Like a Rose. Yeah. And I said, come on, put it on, and we did it. And I said, oh, I filmed this, messing about, so we did this, right? And then we just miming and singing, just a little bit of singing, and we played it, and then I posted it, and I went, wow, I think it's on something here. So then we started doing a few more. But what I noticed, look at us, right? We move, right? Yeah, in the same.
Oh my God.
It freaked me out because I was like, look.
No choreography.
No choreography. It's like a weird movement that we move at the same time, and I was like. So we just started doing it, and I think
passion.
Yeah, proper passion. We're basically singing all the old '90s boy band songs. Everyone used to love them that. But you know what? Me and Adam just love doing it, man. Like, my dad was a soul singer. Yeah. We've got like music in our blood, man. So I just think we're not. Listen, Adam's got a good voice. I ain't got a good voice. But for some reason, together we just jam, and it was just funny.
What do you think would happen there?
I want to do some more of these. Like we did a Valentine's special as well, man. The Valentine's one was funny, but. Do you know what? One thing, man, I wish I could sing, man. I just wish.
Yeah.
Like, but
you can take lessons, maybe, so you get some lessons in you.
Do you know what? I love it. I wish I could. I think there's no better feeling than being able to sing, is it? Or scoring a goal at Old Trafford.
One of the two.
But Adam can sing. But yeah, I think we just love jamming together, and it's just funny. Like, yeah, it's a buzz. I love that.
Is that the end of the deep dive?
I think there's one more.
Oh, we've got one more.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Got one more. Hey, lovely picture of you and your
Oh, I
brother
love
again.
that picture. So that's in Mumbai. Wow, Mumbai, man. That is like landing on a different planet.
So explain. So it looks like you get stuck in when you on ITV.
Yeah.
Like you land there, and it's like full on Mumbai. Is that how it was? It literally like
100%, guy. I'm not lying to you. It was intense. Like, even the crew said, in terms of filming and locations, you couldn't get any more difficult, a more difficult location.
Yeah.
Like the noise, the smells, the people, it's just hectic. I mean, there's over 1 billion people in India.
Wow.
Was that the first time you've been to India?
Yeah, that was the first time we went there. Like, literally, my dad didn't know anything about India. We knew nothing about it. And we got over there and we met all our family. Like my dad's straight cousins. Like, do you know what I mean? These aren't distant. We went to the house where my granddad was brought up, and it was like pretty much a shack, and it was just mad. But the Indian people, man, you've never met people like them, man.
So friendly.
They're so friendly. They've got nothing, and they're just so happy and content. And they do this little nod, like this little Indian nod, man. It's
a little
just
head shake.
Yeah, like it was intense. It was really difficult, the filming schedule and stuff. But
how long were you actually out there for then? Was it like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
We was out there for was it 6 weeks? I don't know why.
6 weeks.
Was it 6 weeks? Wait a second, don't quote me on this.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry.
I can't remember how long I was out there. I don't think
It flew by so quickly.
How hot was it? Was it unbelievably hot?
Intensely hot. It was just crazy, man. But what a trip, man! Like, and even so, obviously we lost my dad just around Christmas time. But we kind of knew at the time it was our last trip. Like, so it was just, we just savoured every moment. And those boys being together as well, like, it was just magical, man. Like, and just getting to see my dad sit in the spot where his dad was and everything else, like, it was just a beautiful, like, experience. And it's just so poignant. Like, it's just so poignant. And, I'm just grateful for it, man.
Yeah, quite thankful that it's documented as well.
Oh, man,
So,
the
yes,
best
you've got it to
memories
watch.
ever.
That's class.
Honestly, the best memories ever. I'm so grateful. And then my dad lived with me as well for the last 6 months of his life as well. So I'm just grateful. And I think when I talked before about me working on myself and everything else, like, I would have been too selfish to let my dad come and live with me if I was still living that lifestyle out and about. My dad lived with me, you're mad, like, you know. Whereas because I was just literally, because I loved myself, I had more time to love him and welcome him in. So yeah, it was just a mad 12 months span. But yeah, that trip was unbelievable.
It looks classic. Go check that out. Will you go back to India maybe just from downtime? Will you go and explore?
Do you know what? Like, downtime in India. Do you know what? It's hard to say because you go to India for the culture, to see all that, and we did so much of that. It's not somewhere I reckon you go for a downtime holiday.
It's not.
But then, to be fair, we only went to certain spots. But I think in India there are some beautiful spots where you can do the holiday thing and everything else.
I went to Kerala, and that's in the south, like. And it's like a lot more chilled, and it's like beaches and
it's like
a bit slower.
There's meant to be a good nightlife there and that. Like, we didn't see any of that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Thursday night going.
No, there's like a Soho house there and all that. Do you know what I mean? There's that. Do you know what I mean? There's some really like cool places, but we sort of did all the cultural side. So I reckon we will at some point. We've got family over there. We need to go and see them. And we flew to Goa as well. Goa was amazing. Yoga retreating over there. So yeah, it's just a beautiful place. I think we'll definitely go back.
That's brilliant. Well, that was the Instagram wrap. Thank you very much for the deep dive, Steph. We're coming to the end of the chat, but I guess looking forward to 2021, food for thoughts and anything else that you've got going on. So how can people keep up to date with what you do? I'm sure they already do, people watching.
Here we go.
So, yeah, there's lots going on for 2021. I think obviously Food for Thought's got massive plans for that. I want to make it a global brand. We're already on our way with that. We've got an amazing team, some big investment now as well to sort of get us to where we need to go. Then we've got social PR as well. They're in the same offices as well, which is amazing.
Nice.
So I've got my little empire there, which I'm really proud of. And then I've just got all that sort of like my personal stuff as well. Like I want to do with my brothers and the TV stuff as well. Because for me, I'm quite fortunate that they all go hand in hand, if that makes sense. But don't get me wrong, it's hard, man. It's really hard trying to balance 3 different things, like those 3 different avenues, but at the same time, I think if you want to achieve greatness, you've got to put the work in. So, I'm excited. If you want to keep up to date with me, Jesus, I post everything on my Instagram. Insta story from the moment I brush my teeth to my dog having a wee on the floor. So, yeah, make sure you follow Scott.Thomas if you want to keep up to date with me.
Do it. Thanks, Scott.
Lovely.
And try your brothers, the spinning Gatley's burgers.
Yes.
I've had the breakfast burgers. You went to film
That's my
with the
hangover
Manc.
cure, the burger.
Honestly, I'm not lying to you. Deliveroo, I could have anything, but I always order a spin. I crave it. It's beautiful.
Sounds
Burgers
like
are
something
banging.
for takeaway champions.
Does sound something for
I'll do
us.
it.
We can get
Do
smashing on that. Tim, thank you very much for today.
Thank you.
Steph, legend, go and solve some crime, you too, and I'll grass up on you. Scott, thank you very much for joining us on the Manc. Come back whenever you want to chat about any new adventures you got or
Amazing.
just talk about stuff. This has been the Manc Podcast. If you're listening, drop us a subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube as well, do the same. It has been Tim, Steph, Scott, and myself, Joe, and we'll see you next week. Wave bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Are we waving here?
I just waved every camera. I thought you said Merry Raving then. What does that mean?